Howdy folks, and welcome back to Healthy Humor. I'm your host, Doc MB. Summer's fully in the swing now. We are in the middle of summer, and I've always associated summer with travel. And maybe that's because I've kind of been beholden to the academic schedule most of my life. Obviously, as a student for a long time, and then now as a professor, I have to plan a lot of my travel around the school year, so summer is a great time to get any extra travel in there. But also growing up in Oklahoma, I'm not big on the heat, and being a lifelong Oklahoman means I'm trying to escape it all the time. So I spend a lot of time during the summer daydreaming about vacations and traveling. So either way there, I thought that since it's summer and I'm thinking about travel so much, I might as well go ahead and share my top 7 tips for staying healthy while you travel. And if you need help remembering these, you can also remember special, and we'll go through what all that is. So for our S, that is sanitize. Obviously, when you're traveling, you're getting a lot more exposure to different germs and things like that. So we need to be washing our hands more frequently than we probably would in, our normal life. But if you're not someone who carries sanitizer with you normally, like, those little things of hand sanitizer, throw one in your bag. Throw one in your carry-on or your activity bag for the car ride. Whatever mode of transportation you've got going, go ahead and pack some hand sanitizer. Try to wash your hands more frequently. The hand sanitizer is definitely important if you're going somewhere where you won't have good access to bathrooms to wash your hands. And it could be because you touched something gross, or just because you are coming into contact with a lot of things you don't normally come into contact with. But either way, sanitize. Okay. Second tip, pharmacy. Okay. We've all been on a trip, you eat something kind of hinky, or maybe your stomach just gets upset when you travel, so you need things to help with that, or you get a headache and, no one around has an Advil or an ibuprofen or whatever you need. So pack your own pharmacy. I have an awesome little organizer, and I actually take this with me pretty much everywhere I go at all times. It's usually in my purse or my backpack or anything that I'm carrying on me. I take this to most restaurants because I have my dairy pills in here. And mine's pretty cute. The labels say things like eat it anyway for my dairy pills, or brain pain for my Excedrin because I get migraines. There's extra spicy. It's got Pepto and Tums in it. We've got Oh Toot, and that actually has some laxatives in it in case anyone needs those, and some other, allergy pills or things like that. But carrying your own pharmacy with you, it could be your own first aid too, right? If you're someone who's prone to accidents, keeping some bandages on you, things like that. But certainly keeping your own little pharmacy is key to staying healthy when you travel, because again, you start getting an upset stomach or something like that, you want to deal with it immediately, especially if you're somewhere where they don't speak English. So whatever you think you might end up needing, something to get things moving and grooving the way you want, things to stop when there's too much moving and grooving, things for maybe you had a little too much fun the night before, so you need a little migraine medicine, or you need some liquid IV, whatever it is. Just pack those things up and have them with you. A headache when you travel is the worst. So is diarrhea or constipation. So whichever end of that spectrum you're falling on, definitely have medicine for it and keep it with you. Which brings us to our third tip, which is eat familiar. Now, I love food. I'm a foodie. I want to eat somewhat adventurously when I travel, but also obviously I'm not going to go so far outside my comfort zone or eat anything that I know is going to upset my stomach, which is a lot of things. But I still try to have a lot that I'm eating, but if I'm not making a point out of making that meal like a cultural experience, or I'm in a different region of the States and I really want that meal to be special, I'm going to get something that I know is going to settle well in my stomach and isn't going to give me any issues or give me any cause to break out that pharmacy, right? So keep that in mind. Moving on, cover up. That's our C in special. And when I say cover up, I could mean sunscreen. right? If you are flying, you should even wear sunscreen. If you're driving, definitely wearing sunscreen. If you're traveling by boat and you're out and exposed to the elements, sunscreen for sure. But also beyond sunscreen, I like to wear more modest, loose, lightweight clothing when I travel in layers, be able to take things off, move around. But definitely kind of keeping more coverage so that way I am not exposing my skin, my person to any contaminants or things that might be dangerous to me. And I do wear sunscreen constantly whenever I travel. I try to wear sunscreen most every day anyway. I don't care if you're looking for low chemical or you're looking for the highest SPF, whatever. Keeping that level of protection on your skin will help you in the long run, but it will also obviously help you from getting a burn, especially if you're on like a beach vacation or something like that. And if you're thinking, well, it's a road trip, I'm going to be in the car most of the time, I don't really need to wear sunscreen, or, well, you know what? Those UV waves, they can come in through the glass in your car window. They will still get you for sure. So cover it up. I is for intermission. Take a break. Okay? Especially if you're on some like big extravagant vacation and you're trying to fill it with as much activity as possible. Or maybe it's a family trip and your family's just go the whole time. Schedule some intermissions. Take a nap. Get your normal amount of sleep that you need to function. For some of you, that means just a few hours. And for the rest of you, that might mean like 12 hours. If you're someone who normally sleeps a lot, don't try to be someone who doesn't sleep a lot when you're on vacation, or vice versa. But schedule some little breaks. You don't want to run yourself ragged and then make yourself more susceptible to some sort of illness while you're traveling. I hear all the time people come back from a trip and they caught a bug in the airport, or they're just so tired from their trip they feel like they need another vacation when they get home before they go back to work. So definitely make sure that you're scheduling some intermissions for yourself. And on the opposite side of that, we have activity. So be active, especially if you're in a plane or some sort of travel mode where it's really easy to just kind of sit and be stagnant. Get up, stop at a gas station, or just get up in the aisle if you're in a plane, or when you're in a terminal in the airport or at a train station, whatever it is, get up, stretch your legs as frequently as possible. If you've been sitting the whole time in a plane or on a train and you're stopped because you're gonna have a layover or you've got to change trains, like, don't just sit in another area to wait there to then sit on like a bus or a plane and travel more. Take that opportunity to move your body. Even just like little movements in your seat can really help. You can tense up, you can flex your different muscles and then relax them and flex them and relax them. You can do little knee raises, calf pumps. You can do little stretches with your back. Just kind of keep that movement going. But certainly when you have the chance to stand up, walk around, that kind of movement, do that for sure. Along with all that movement, when you travel, it's really easy to get dehydrated, right? If you're in a plane, you've got less humidity in there. Your body it's dry cabin air in a plane, right? So you're breathing out a lot of moisture that you're not getting back. Your skin's losing a lot of moisture to the air. When you're traveling in a car, it's really easy to be like, well, I don't want to drink that much. I don't want to take on a bunch of liquids and then have to pee every 5 seconds and constantly stop and slow down the car ride, right? It's okay to consume liquids when you travel. You should actually be getting extra liquids because most of the time people are getting dehydrated when they travel, either because the environment that they're in, like a dry cabin, for plane travel is going to do more to dehydrate them, or because they're trying to control their water intake because they're trying to control their liquid output. Don't be that person. Stay hydrated, preferably with water, but if you're a coffee person or something else, take that on too. But it's easy to overdo it on caffeine, especially if you're traveling, So make sure you're getting enough water in there too, because that excess caffeine can make you feel sick as well. So Remember, stay special, be special when you travel, sanitize, bring your pharmacy, eat familiar, cover up, whether that's with sunscreen or extra layers, plan some intermissions, give yourself plenty of resting time on the adventure that you're on, and stay active as much as possible. Again, especially whenever you have the opportunity to just squeeze some activity in there. And of course, consuming those liquids and staying hydrated is going to be key. Some extra considerations: if you're traveling with kids or older adults, you might have to plan a little more around them, both either because they might be exposed to more environmental factors that you don't necessarily have to consider. So always try to be cognizant of that, right? If you're traveling with an older adult, make sure you have any assistive aids they might need or extra medications they might need. Same thing with little kids. You've got a kid with asthma, don't just bring one inhaler. If you can, bring a couple. Have one stashed with one parent, one with the other, or one on the kid, one in an adult's bag, something like that. Also, if you're someone who gets motion sick, that's easy. Throw that in your pharmacy. Or if you're caring for someone else and they get motion sick, bring the patches, bring the wristbands, bring the anti-nausea medicine, whatever it is that you're going to need for them. Also, be cognizant wherever you're going of vaccines and additional travel documents that might be required. There are other countries out there that have stricter rules than what we currently have here as far as vaccines that might be needed when you go to those countries, and also be cognizant of what you might need to get back into the States or back to whatever country it is that you're traveling in and out of. So I hope that you have found all of these tips helpful. I hope that you remember to stay special when you travel. And with that being said, that I hope everyone has a happy and healthy day. I hope you're enjoying this episode. Please remember to go like and subscribe to Healthy Humor. And if you're interested in getting any more information from this episode or other episodes, you can always check out our website at www.healthy-humor.com.